Hello everyone, what's up? Thank you for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to teach you how to create a block in MCreator. So the things you need for this video is MCreator, of course, right here, MCreator, and any kind of program that you can like paint in. I use paint.net right here. So yeah, there we go. Paint.net and MCreator. You can use Photoshop, you can use any kind of painting software. I'm going to leave the links to those in the description. For MCreator, all you have to do is download it, the exe version, and go ahead and run it. And it will download everything for you. And when you open it up, it's going to look really blank, and it's not going to have a lot of stuff to look at, alright? Make sure to get the newest version, because why not? And you're not going to see any mods over here. Those are my testing mods and everything. But what you're going to do first is create a new workspace. When you're here, you're going to create a mod name. I'm just going to name this tutorial. Alright. And then the mod ID. The mod ID is whenever you're in the game, if you want to summon something or give yourself something, you have to do like you have to type this in before you summon it. I'll show you that later, but I'm just gonna put T as that, so it's really easy to summon in anything. Just make that a short and simple one, but the first one is just the display name, so you can put capitals and stuff in it. Alright, now Minecraft version. You guys probably know what this is. It's just the version of Minecraft, and you can uncheck these if you don't want any of these and stuff like that. And it just tells you what it can do. So you can make it for 1.14.4, 1.15.2. Sometimes it will let you do 1.12.2, but I always do it on the newest version. Just I like new stuff. I like more stuff. But yeah, and then it will show you the workspace folder it's getting put into. You don't really need to worry about that though. And then go ahead and press create new workspace. And it's gonna drag you to their page where you can donate, you can learn more, have tutorials, plenty of tutorials on our wiki. There's a lot of tutorials and stuff. Their website is really useful. So it's gonna set up the Gradle project, which means it's just downloading Forge, it's downloading what runs the mod, it's downloading everything in Minecraft. So this is gonna take a little bit, but since I have a pretty fast computer and internet, it's gonna be pretty quick for me. While we're waiting here, make sure to subscribe, because I just surpassed 1,000 subscribers, and that's why I wanted to make a series of tutorials just to help you guys out, because a lot of you guys seem interested in this. As you can see, it is finished. Now go over to Workspace, and then what you want to do is go into your painting program, whatever painting program you use, and make what it looks like first. So think of an idea. What are you going to create? Are you going to create a new ore, or a new type of wood, a new type of leaf? Anything. You can literally create anything. So you should file it as 16 by 16, because that would fit into Minecraft. Like, that's how Minecraft's textures are, but I'm pretty sure you can do higher resolution stuff. I would stick with 16 by 16 just to make it fit in Minecraft. And then while you're here, you're just gonna make a block. So I'm just gonna speed this up, me creating a block. I'm probably just going to make a new type of, I don't know, stone or something. But yeah, I'll be back, and here you go. Alright, this is going to be the texture that I use. It's just going to be like a different type of stone. Alright, and then you can go ahead and save it onto anywhere you want. I would recommend making a new folder. I'm just going to name my folder tutorial. Of course, you can name the folder anything you want, just make sure you'll remember it. Click into it, and this is where you're going to have all your files and pictures. Go ahead and name the block whatever you want. I'm just gonna name this block because this is my tutorial block. But make sure to name it something that you'll remember, because you're going to need to click back into this file. And once you have a lot of files, you want to stay organized of your names and everything. Make sure you're saving it as a PNG, because that works best. Go ahead and save it, press OK, and that's all you need to do for the painting program. Alright, now once we get back to MCreator, we're going to create this new block with the plus button at the left, and then we're going to go down to block, or you can press B, and then you're going to go here, and you can go ahead and name whatever you want, but again I'm going to name it tutorial block. This is going, and it tells you the registry name. That's in case if you want to add a loot table to the block, or if you need to edit it later, which you should probably try to remember, but it's pretty easy. Go ahead and create a new block. I know it looks complicated on this page, it's really not. If you want to create a simple block like most people, then go ahead and go up here to default basic block and make sure it's selected on default block, unless if you want to create stairs, a slab, a fence, a wall, a leaves, a trapdoor, or panes, then you guys can mess around with that stuff, but it's pretty easy. You just put in a texture like normal. It's nothing too crazy, and then you can test it in game, see if it looks normal. So you can do single texture or normal. So if you want to make a block with multiple different sides, click normal. If you only have one texture and you want that one texture to be on every side like a dirt block, then just click single texture. And after you do that, you can go to bottom/main and import, and then now you have to find where you're importing this into. So I'm gonna import it into I saved it in my tutorial folder. See, you have to remember this stuff, and then go to block, whatever block you created, whatever you named it, and it should pop up here now at the top left, that really tiny icon. Once you click it, it should turn red, then press select. Now once you're here, at the bottom left you can say special information about this block. You just say found underground, or anything about your block that you want to tell people when they pick it up. This block does not have transparent parts, so we're going to uncheck this. Sorry, I can't talk. The transparency type is solid because you cannot see through it. And this is the rotations. Rotations do not matter if you're doing a single texture. Go to properties, and this is where you can change the name, the material, the block sound, and the tab. A lot of stuff is here. Go ahead and click whatever you want your block to feel like whenever you're breaking it. This is not the sound, this is just what it feels like when you're breaking it. Okay, I'm just gonna make mine sound like a rock because it's going to be in the ground like stone, and I'm gonna make it sound like stone also. Alright, once you've done that, go ahead and look up hardness for certain blocks. That's what I did to make it feel like Minecraft-ish and vanilla. I searched up hardness for certain blocks, and it turns out that hardness for regular stone is 1.5. I want this to be harder than stone, so I'm going to change this to 3, so it's 2 times as hard as stone for me. Resistance means, like if you blow up TNT next to that block, the higher you put it, the less likely it is to blow up. I'm pretty sure obsidian's like a 9 or an 8, so I'm just going to put this at 6 because it's in the middle of obsidian and some stone. Slipperiness, just keep that the same unless if you're creating a block like ice. If you're creating a block like ice, then lower it, and that makes it more slippery. If you want it to be slower like slime, higher it. But I'm just going to keep mine 0.6 because that's the regular slipperiness. Luminance means how bright the block is, and that's like how you create a new light source like glowstone, and etc. Light opacity is if you can see through the block. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to see through the block. That's if you want to make a glass-like texture. Does it have gravity? You can add that. I'm gonna check that just to show you guys how it works. It's pretty simple. It just works like sand now. Can you walk through this block? That's only check that if you're making like an air type block, because that would be weird if you're walking around and you walk through stone. So that would be weird. But enable emissive rendering. That's only if you want your block to glow. Do not mistake that for luminance, because luminance is what you want for glowstone or anything that's like a light source. So do luminance, not enable emissive rendering. After that, go ahead and go up here in the custom drop. You can pick any of these blocks to be the custom drop and then say how many you want, but just keep it empty if you want it to be the regular drop. If you wanted to make like a new type of coal type of block, then you'd put the coal here and not the coal ore. So the creative pick item, leave empty for default creative mode pick item. That's just like what it shows, what the picture shows whenever you click on it or see it in the creative like sections and everything. The tool able to destroy it, that's pretty self-explanatory. If you click one of these, negative means that you can break it with your hand, 0 means wood, 1 means stone, 2 means iron, and 3 means diamond. And anything above that is better than diamond, and you can create stuff better than diamond. So I'm going to make it so you have to have a stone pickaxe to break this. Is it unbreakable? No. Is replaceable? No. Replaceable means if you right click and try to place a block on it, it will completely replace that block. So do not check that if you're making a normal block. All this you can skip unless if you want to add particles, and you can test around with this stuff, but if you're not making a block that you just walk around on, then you don't have to worry about this. If you want to make it a beacon base, which means like a type of block of ore to make a new beacon base, you can do that. I'm really messing up this video. This is for if you want to make a chest. I'm probably going to do another tutorial on this, so I'm just going to skip past this one. Energy and fuel, fluid storage. This is another one that I could do in the future, but if you're making a default block, you can just keep on going past until the last one. Generation. Generation is like how diamonds spawn in your world. Diamonds spawn from like, I don't even know, so I'm just gonna say 8 to 16. 0 to 16, I think. 0 to 20, I don't even know. But make sure dimensions to generate in, make sure to put the overworld or the surface if you want that to spawn on the surface. You can also do the nether and the end, so if you want to make ores for the end or the nether, you can do that too, or make anything. It doesn't have to be ores. It can replace, and then put stuff that it can replace. I'm just going to put stone, average amount of ores per chunk. I'm going to put 15, and then average amount of ores per group, I'm going to put 20. You can make these whatever you want. Minimal generation height, that's just how the Y value of how high you are in the world from bedrock. So I want the minimal spawn place to be I want it to be 50, and then I want it to spawn to all the way to 70. So you're gonna find these in like mountains and stuff, because the normal place, like flat plains area, is at 64. Now go ahead and save that. And we are basically done. So that's all you need to do. After you do that, if you want to test out your block, go ahead at the top right, press the square, the red square. I can't even talk. Oh my god. And then start it up. If it does not work, go ahead and press the hammer button, and then press the start button. Alright, as you can see, it is loading up. If you have any problems starting it, make sure to comment down below, and I'll try to fix your problem. But it should work perfectly fine, and it's loading right now. Alright, once you load into the world, your settings are going to be weird because it's like a different type of Minecraft, and this is not your real Minecraft account. This is just a test account. So your name's not actually going to be your real Minecraft username. It's going to be /dev, say hi in chat, and it says dev, because this is just a test version. So what you're going to do is going to go to the compass at the top right, and you're going to type your block in and try to find it. Go ahead and get your block, or you could go to building blocks and scroll all the way down since it's the last block that you created. These are other blocks that I have created: frozen, sapphire, ruby nether, speed block, wooded glowstone. I've created a lot of stuff, but yeah, go ahead and get the block name or whatever the block is. I just named this something random because it is my tutorial block. And you can place it on the ground, and it looks like the texture that you created. It looks alright. Mine looks pretty bad actually, but I bet you guys spent more time on the texture, and yeah. So I wanted mine to be able to be broken with a stone pickaxe, but not a wooden pickaxe. So let's go ahead and test that out. So whenever this breaks, it should not drop the material. As you can see, it worked. Let's see if it works for stone now. As you can see, it did drop for stone. So thank you everyone for watching this tutorial. Comment down below what you want next for tutorial. So yeah.